Yo, yo, yo. What's good? Yo, what's up, beautiful soul? Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, so I'm literally yesterday, um, some told me to watch the Oscars. So as soon as I turn on the Oscars, you got Chris Rock up there. You know how his jokes be. Everybody know Chris Rock's jokes. People get sensitive to Chris Rock jokes, right? We know this, right? So he says something and referred to Jada Pinkett as playing in the next G.I. Jane movie, referencing the green outfit she had on, which I have a picture right here. It's him getting slapped, but she had on this dress right here, right? And her hair is short because she got alopecia, where your hair is a hair disease that's predominantly in African American women, where the hair is just you just lose your hair, right? So when I seen Chris Rocks make this joke, I knew about the alopecia, so I immediately was like, well, that was kind of insensitive for him to, project the joke like that. Um, but in that moment, I was like, well, perhaps he didn't know. A lot of people that are celebrities, they don't watch the news. They don't watch other celebrities like the Red Table Talk or whatnot or what have you, right? And then I seen Will Smith just at first I seen him laughing, so I'm like, oh, the homie laughing, he cool with it. And then he walks on stage casually and open hands another grown man. Okay. So I didn't even want to do a live about this because it's everywhere right now, right? And it's kind of repetitive. But then Spirit was like, you need to dive into the energy of this case so that there is a clear, precise, um, spiritual explanation for this. And we need to see what's going on within. Okay. First and foremost, Will Smith did not have a problem until Jada had a problem. Let's be clear. Okay. Let's be clear. I'm all for defending your wife, for defending your queen. Okay. But in my place in the past, before I became ordained by God and stepped into my power, I've been in anger management to where I would get so upset and I would just try to catch fades just because I was bothered. Okay? Unacceptable. You're at the academy. You're setting the example to millions, if not billions, of children and young men. And instead of eternalizing this, taking it backstage, giving him a call, handling it at the after hours, like Diddy said, you go up here in front of everybody that's dressed in their nice outfits to go slap another grown man who got kids at home, who is a comedian. You're not a comedian. You're not. You thought you were. You're slightly funny, yes, but your job isn't a comedian. You're an actor and you're a rapper, right? But when he said that about Jada, everybody laughed, not just, so he probably should have slapped everybody in the room. You follow? But he didn't. He embarrassed not only that grown man on stage, because that man is not only a father, he's a brother, he's a son, but he embarrassed himself. Okay? Millions upon millions of minorities fight the stigma of being angry, being unapproachable. And that right there made that narrative stereotype true. Conflict resolution in spirit and in the flesh. Okay? Both parties should be able to talk about something constructively and walk away with an understanding to agree to disagree, But let's talk about it first and get an understanding, knowing that we both come from two different areas of the entertainment industry. He should have thought before stepping outside of his character and embarrassing himself. But what's even more shocking to me is how society is condoning violence at this level. But if that was a white man on stage, I'm just saying, I'm not racist. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. Okay? If that was someone like the guy who played in Titanic, Danny DeVito or somebody, they wouldn't allow him to accept that award. But because you got minorities killing each other, shooting each other, beating up each other, and it's on the news every day. It was the norm, so people thought it was okay and it was a kiki. But it wasn't. It was unacceptable. They allowed him to accept an award at the Academy because of who he was. After assaulting, another person because of words. In school, you get expelled. In college, you get kicked out. In the army, you get written up, you might get kicked out. But no, he was able to receive his award, tell a joke, give an apology, and give an excuse and relate it to his role as an angry father in his movie with Serena, with the Williams sisters, right? Unacceptable, my beautiful souls. We set the standard and set the narrative. That was the wrong standard and the wrong narrative. Because of who you are and the stature of which you are in the community, you are able to go and put your hands on someone without a conversation. Perhaps he had no idea. So as I delve into the energy of this case, Will Smith, I know he loves his wife so much. They chose to put their business out here in these streets. They chose to do this. So because of the energy that's given to him and his wife, he chose to carry this energy and this anxiety while he's in this arena with all these people. It is not okay to go assaulting anyone without having a conversation first. If you're a father, you're a son, and you're on a pedestal, you're on a stage to set a standard for millions and millions of young men. And you chose to step out of character and open hand this man who is also a father and somebody's son, knowing that his job is to be a comedian. Everybody don't find everybody's comedian funny. Some things just ain't gonna be funny to you. And again, he might not knew about the alopecia. He might not know about all of that. Because when you're on stage, you're not understanding the tone of what's going on. He was there to set a standard for millions of young men. You disrespected someone's father. Someone had to see their father get open hand on stage because you thought you had the authority to do so. But society as a whole is congratulating Will Smith for assaulting Chris Rock, knowing Chris Rock is not completely, his jokes can be very controversial, right? That was just completely unacceptable. I ain't gonna lie, when I seen it the first, I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He did that, but then Spirit was like, no, no, that was unacceptable, completely unacceptable. He should not have been able to receive that award. Okay, this is the slap right here. I'm gonna make this bigger for y'all. Okay, look at that, bro. Like he got slapped, but the way Chris Rock played it off was like, he played off actually pretty well. Because if it was me, I might not been able to like, just keep my composure. I might have had to like pray for a second and then make sure we would have had to go ahead and tussle. You know what I'm saying? If it was somebody that had hands, he probably wouldn't have did it. I'm just trying to tell you, you couldn't just do that to anybody. You feel me? You see how Chris Rock's smiling? That's a good sense of humor. You feel me? Because when he slapped him, he was laughing when he slapped him. So it was like a complete disrespect. Like, oh, so you just gonna punked him, like just punked him on national TV at the Oscars. While everybody is looking, and again, there is this stigma in society that minorities are hard to approach, are angry. Let's not speak to them. You might get slapped. You feel me? Don't say the wrong thing. This made a stereotype true. A man of his caliber should have been able to receive that and handle it in a constructive manner, knowing that in Hollywood, they hold a certain stature. They could have handled this in a different way. And then the guy who got his award wasn't even able to receive his award. The whole show wasn't even the Oscars anymore because the attention wasn't even on anybody. It was really just on the situation. It was unacceptable. I'm sorry. As entertaining as it was, spiritually, it was unacceptable. And karma has got to be had. So whatever karma, after everybody get over their keys and their congratulations, karma will be had. And his career will be affected. Unfortunately. This is the whole family. You got Jada. You got Willow. Then you got his two sons right here. You got Will. Oh, I forgot. Damn, what's his name? Yeah, that's his son by Garcelle's friend. He got a child by Garcelle's friend, the one that was on Beverly Hills Housewives. Yeah, that's her son. But he got a son with her. But they just laughing like, no, anybody else would have been in jail. That's all I'm saying. But he was able to receive his award, go home, go to the after party. While this man is probably at the crib like, what? Oh, wait a minute. But if Chris Rock would have sued him or went, then the community would have been like, oh, y'all couldn't talk. You see what I'm saying? That was out of order. Like, I don't know what to say. Then you got Aunt Viv on TikTok talking about, he should have hit it. He defended it. I've been, sit down, ma'am. Girl, you ain't been on TV since, I don't even remember. You feel me? Unacceptable is unacceptable. As entertaining and spontaneous and shocking as it was unacceptable. So again, diving into the energy, this atmosphere that's been going around in the media about them has caught up to that moment, and he lost it. It wasn't Chris Rock. It wasn't Chris Rock. It was the tension in the media that has been surrounding his family, the car crash of his son, you feel me? his son coming out being a homosexual. It's a lot of stuff. His wife, the entanglement, and then they was just in the snooze about the I forgot her name. Oh, I got my names down. Where she was like talking about the entanglement at the other red carpet. So it all caught up to the Oscars. So when Chris Rock made that joke, he literally got slapped for everybody that gave their family the business, that's been giving their family the business. So he should have slapped everybody because everybody was laughing. But no, he got a problem with Chris Rock. And you supposed to set, you know how people look up to Will Smith? Millions of people look up to him, and he was supposed to set an example. Again, as funny as it was and as dope as a shaman and a healer, I got to keep it a buck. It was unacceptable, and karma got to be had. Again, there are stereotypes that says that people cannot approach minorities or kiki with a minority because they might get slapped. This has set a stereotype true, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? You're on the stage to set a different narrative. Okay? Amongst war and famine and disasters, you go up here and you step out of character on a stage full of prestigious Hollywood people who now have a narrative about you and probably about anyone that's a minority in Hollywood. So everything that minorities have fought for in Hollywood to be taken serious in roles, he has now degraded that, again, as entertaining as it was. It was unacceptable. It's called conflict resolution, my beautiful souls. We could agree to disagree. We could take it backstage. You feel me? But violence is not the answer. It's just not. And so he was able to receive his award. You feel me? Kiki with the fam. You feel me? They was beautiful though. They was beautiful. I ain't gonna take it from him. He got his award. You feel me? He was crying and all of that. Did little tears. But Chris Rock is also a human being. He is also a father. You feel me? He didn't even get to get his moment to host. He could have laughed about it and talked about it later. That's all I'm saying. But you took the moment from the whole Oscars, bro. The whole Oscars. So spiritually, there is, just because you got money don't mean you happy. Okay? Just because you got money don't mean you happy. Our brother is not happy. Period. He's not happy. If he was, that would have skated off his head and he would have handled it maturely. Okay? August Alsina made a song about smashing his wife. You feel me? He ain't slap him. I'm just saying. Everything boiled up to that one moment, and Chris Rock got the blunt of everything that's been going on in media about that family. Everything. So an apology is cool, but sooner or later, when people get over the kikis of the slap and all that stuff, professionally and spiritually, karma will be had because it was wrong. Okay? And you better believe that man is not to receive that award. He got to remember every time he see that award, how he stepped out of his character and he went against everything he was raised to be. God put you on a stage to set a standard, and that's not the standard that you were supposed to set in the name of the utmost highlight God. Again, it's called conflict resolution before it gets to violence. And if it was anybody else, again, they would have been in jail. They would not been able to accept no award. If it was Leonardo DiCaprio and he went up there and slapped, he probably would have caught a fade with him. But Will Smith would have been in jail. Do you see the Good Old Boys and how people play? It wasn't okay. It wasn't okay. It was not okay. You know what I'm saying? Listen, my beautiful souls. Listen. Conflict resolution. We can agree to disagree. And when we disagree, that's okay. You feel me? Hurt people hurt people. On purpose. I don't care what your name is. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how big your house is you live on. Hurt people hurt people. Something about that woman, something about Jada, do something to men. I done seen her in entertainment. They do stuff like that. They do stuff like that. Like they fight for her. You know what I'm saying? But again, hurt people hurt people. Chris Rock is Chris Rock. That's how he makes his jokes. That's how he makes his jokes. You know what I'm saying? Again, hurt people hurt people. That was unacceptable. Chris Rock is also somebody's son. He is also somebody's father. They're in two totally different genres in entertainment. And he should receive that in a different way. But because of trauma within himself, he wasn't able to handle it constructively on a spiritual balance level, because deep inside, Will Smith is hurt. That woman hurt him. Let's be clear. So he's still trying to fight for her love and let her know he loved her. Just saying. That is not how you set an example in society. It's millions of kids that just seen that now that think it's okay if somebody says something wrong to you or about somebody you with to go slap them. That set the wrong example. That set the wrong example, yo. It did. As entertaining as it was. And so right as it might seem. He was dead wrong and he needed to be reprimanded. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, repercussions need to be had. You know what I'm saying? And then Chris Rock got to see him accept his award, give him a little speech, woo, 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 wham. You know what I'm saying? That man didn't know about the alopecia. He did not know. You feel me? And I don't think the joke was around the medical condition. Something inside Will reacted in that manner because hurt people hurt people. And a lot has been going on in the media about his family. And Chris Rock literally felt it all. So I send love and light to everyone. And everyone who's seen that, I pray that y'all don't start passing around like that was okay. Make it clear and precise. It was entertaining. It was entertaining, but it was not okay. That's what's wrong with humanity now. People think that they could do what they want to do, even when you're angry, and you can't. You need to pray on it. Ask God to give you a clear, balanced mindset to handle it like a mature adult, not in a tuxedo with $1 million. You know how much money was in the building? And that was the Oscars that had the most people viewing. Like over 60 million was watching the Oscars. You took away from everyone that received an award that night. Again, as entertaining as it was to see that, as entertaining as it was to see him stand up for his queen, he was wrong. That was poor conflict resolution. Hurt people hurt people. I don't care who you are, what your name is, where you come from, it's not okay to put hands on somebody when it could be handled in a mature manner. Or he could have accepted his award and then gave his rebuttal and said what he had to say. For him to step out his side of his character and mess up his good time, it just was unacceptable, my beautiful souls. Again, my name is Josh Sterling. I am a spirit medium. I talk to the dead. I can hold an object and connect to any situation. And like in this moment, I could connect to any person, you know what I'm saying, and see what's really going on. Okay? I'm an oracle. I can see past, present, and future. Okay? I am that I am. I am a healer. Okay? The goal here is for everyone to set an example to make this world a better place. And that's not what this was. Unfortunately, as entertaining as it was not okay. It just wasn't. It was wow. Unacceptable. But, you know, love only make you do crazy things in the heat of passion when you've been hurt by that person. You know, if you're the man in a relationship, baby, I'm gonna handle this. Don't you worry. You chill out. I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna go backstage. But when I or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't handled in a mature, constructive way. So karma has got to be had. Again, as I dive into the energy of this and him, hurt people hurt people. When you're not happy within, you exert this energy to hurt someone else. You could see Chris Rock is Chris Rock. He didn't mean for it to go to that point, but it could have been handled different. You don't have to know them to love them. You don't have to know them to wish them well. You are more than a conqueror. You are victorious. All right? I send love and light to their families, to Will Smith. This is probably a learning moment for him. And it's gonna be some people, he's on the news, and the people who the real news, it's getting around that it is unacceptable. Your little kitty news stuff is like, oh yeah, it's okay. He should have whopped him. No, it's not okay, bro. It's not okay. Violence is not the answer. That's how we make this world a better place. You want somebody to just slap you? How many times have you said something you wasn't? I have. You want somebody to just slap you, and you didn't even know what you said was wrong? Again, it was entertaining, but it was unacceptable. Because he set the stage for everybody. I wish he would have handled it differently. Because I expect so much out of Will Smith. I've been a fan for so long. And, you know, they say you can take the dude out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the dude. And, you know, me changing my old ways and stepping into my power, I've changed. I've changed my anger and all of that to where I back in the day, I would have did the same thing. But the man I am now, we would have had a conversation. Especially if I know I'm on a platform of millions of young men and I'm a father. I'm gonna handle myself differently. I'm just saying. That's what Spirit is saying, because me, I'm like, you know, but Spirit said I needed to set the tone straight. Okay? Everybody is equal, and if everybody is equal, that was unacceptable. Hurt people, and are sensitive to everything. Are sensitive. I used to be like that, sensitive to somebody could say something and I'm just upset. Like, ugh, you said this and I'm upset because I wasn't healed. Something about me wasn't healed. So I just everything bothering me. You feel me? You don't have to know them to love them. You don't have to know them to wish them well. All right, congratulations on your Oscar, Will. Chris, I commend you for not suing him. Maybe y'all could talk about it. But I think the Academy needs to do what they need to do. And, I don't think his career going to be the same after that. Unfortunately, as many people want his career to be the same, a lot of people are going to second guess laughing at the whole situation. Because he is a comedian. He's not a rapper. He's not an actor. He is a comedian that was not in the know. Everybody isn't angry. You feel me? Again, I've been in that place, that sensitive place where I just hurt people. I was in a place where everything was sensitive. I would get upset about this, upset about that. You feel me? That means there's healing that needs to take place. All right? Love, love, love is the only thing that combats evil. Let me say it again. Love, love, love is the only thing that combats evil. You are more than a conqueror. You are victorious. Don't let nobody ever get underneath your skin to where you need to step out of character on that type of pedestal and stage to where millions are watching you step out of your character. Now God got to get into it. Now Spirit has got to intervene. And let me tell you something about God. When you feel you got too big for your britches, that's when God stepped in. Again, as entertaining as it was for him to stand up for his queen, it was unacceptable because millions look up to him as an example. Violence is never the answer, and conflict resolution is the key to clarity. Okay? We can agree to disagree, and hurt people hurt people. And when you got your heart on your sleeve and you sensitive about stuff that people say, you got some healing to do. There's healing that needs to be done. Now the world, he set a bad example for millions of young men out here that might run into somebody that just say something that they didn't mean to say and think it's okay to go slap somebody. And everybody has done that and been there and said something that they probably shouldn't have said. So put yourself in Chris Rock's shoes for a second. All this media condoning violence is unacceptable. That's why we got wars right now. So Spirit told me to speak on this. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even want to. Because I'm seeing so much news, I got tired of it. But Spirit told me I need to set the right narrative. Act accordingly, maturely. Agree to disagree. Take it backstage. Everybody don't need to see the fallout. You don't always have to embarrass somebody. And before you go to a room full of people, heal first. Heal. So you're not all sensitive and all this other type of stuff. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. But anyway, let's check out these pictures before I check out. Look, that's the family. You feel me? They look good that night. Look at that. What? I know Chris Rock was like, whoa, bro. Dang. Man. Look at that. He's like, whoo. I would have caught that fade though. Like, oh, I'm just saying. I don't know. You know, if it was backstage, I might have been like, if he slapped me backstage, it might have been like, you know, okay, what's the wrong? Let's talk about it. But in front of millions, I wouldn't know how to take that. So I commend Chris Rock for like staying in character, bro. Like, I really do. I really do. And he not gonna sue him. But it's gonna affect Will Smith's career, Spirit says. A lot of people commending him, but it's turning around slowly but surely. Treat people how you want to be treated. Stop coming from a place of lack. when you hear somebody say something that you might not like. Get out your feelings. I had to learn that. And I'm coming from a place because I've been there where I was all sensitive and, oh, let me go slap. Oh, you said something. Oh, you said something. And oh, I'm sensitive. And because I was in pain, I was not hurt people hurt people. So because I was hurt inside, somebody could say something that really didn't even really wasn't that serious that I could have just, but because I was from a place of lack, I would catch a fade quick to fight. But when you balance and you know yourself and you know your love and your relationship, he didn't need to do all of that. You set an example for millions of young men. And this is what you chose to do with your platform. Hurt people. As much as I love Will Smith, he is out of order, bro. Now karma got to be had. And I don't even know. God can give you the life of your life and he could take it away. So when all this media go over about he slapped him, y'all just watch about what's going to happen after. It's not going to be too good and too nice. Okay? Completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. I'm kind of embarrassed though, because as a minority, I'm sorry, I'm kind of embarrassed because of the stereotype of because I'm such a good, nice guy that people be scared to approach me because they scared I'm gonna be and see, they see stuff like this and it's oh, okay, so people angry, and so it's just unacceptable, y'all. Anyway, love is the only thing that combats evil, okay? You don't have to know them to love them. You don't have to know them to wish them well. Namaste. Love y'all.